This video is for all candidates who need to register for and book to take any of the following online admissions tests as part of their Oxford application. Ancient History and Classical Archaeology admissions test. Biomedical Sciences admissions test. Classics admissions test. History admissions test. Mathematics admissions test. Modern Languages admissions test. Physics admissions test. Philosophy test. Or the Thinking Skills assessment. If you're applying for law, go to the LNAT website. If you're applying for medicine or graduate entry medicine, go to the UCAT website. From 2024, our candidates will take their Oxford admissions test in one of Pearson VUE's test centres. In this video, we will explain how you arrange to take your test, as well as how you can request access arrangements, for example, additional time. The window for registering for and booking your Oxford admissions test is between the 15th of August and the 4th of October. We strongly recommend registering for your test as soon as possible after the 15th of August. It's not necessary to have started or submitted your UCAS application before doing this. Acting early is particularly important if you're requesting access arrangements, as this involves a few extra steps. You will need to submit documented evidence of your eligibility and have this accepted by Oxford. To register for and book your Oxford admissions test, go to oxford.useclaris.com. First, you'll need to create a user account and profile on the Oxford Admissions Test registration portal. As part of this process, you'll be asked for your UCAS ID number. If you have already opened an application with UCAS, you should enter this now. If you haven't yet started an application, you can leave it blank, but you will need to return to your account profile and add this as soon as possible. It's important you do this, otherwise we may not be able to match your test registration with your application to Oxford. Once you've created your admissions test account profile, you can select your chosen course and will be automatically registered for any test you need to take. If your course requires you to take more than one test, you'll be registered for both. When prompted for your contact details, be careful that your name exactly matches the signed photo ID you will be bringing to your test. Your address is needed to help identify your nearest Pearson VUE test centres. You must apply for any access arrangements needed when registering for your test. Requests should only be made for arrangements you would normally have in public examinations, and you will have to upload supporting evidence from an educational or medical specialist. Any request will need to be reviewed and confirmed by Oxford University. Ideally, you will have this evidence to hand, ready to upload at the time you are registering. However, we understand this may not be possible, and you can do this later via the messaging option on this portal at any time until the 20th of September. If we don't receive supporting documentation by the 20th of September, your test booking will be automatically cancelled. You'll be able to rebook your test and request these arrangements again, at any time up until the 4th of October, but only if you upload the required documentation at the time of rebooking. Just to be extra clear, anyone booking their test after the 20th of September and requesting access arrangements will need to have supporting documentation available at the time. So that we can offer the appropriate support for anyone who requests Category 2 or other access arrangements, the next steps will be slightly different, and Pearson VUE will book your test appointment. Please just follow the on-screen instructions. For all other candidates, once you have successfully registered for your test, you'll be returned to your dashboard, where you should scroll down to see on-screen confirmation. This will include a link directing you to Pearson VUE's Test Centre search, where you can select a test centre and book your test yourself. Suggested test centres will be those nearest to the address you entered when creating your Oxford admissions test profile. But if you know you'll be somewhere else on your test day, you can override these suggestions using the Find a Test Centre functionality. You won't be able to choose which day to take your Oxford admissions test. All candidates for a particular test will take this on the same day. You may be able to change the location of your test up until the 4th of October, but please note that late changes cannot be guaranteed, as places are first come, first served. You won't be able to reschedule any bookings after registration closes on the 4th of October. We expect most candidates to complete their registration and booking online, but if you experience any difficulty with this, you are welcome to contact Pearson directly for support. Once you have successfully booked your test, you will receive an automated confirmation email. This will provide your test date, your appointment time and duration, the address of the test centre you have selected, and directions. For all information and guidance on Oxford University's undergraduate admissions tests, go to ox.ac.uk/tests. Thank you very much for listening. We wish you all the best with your Oxford application.